Hey guys, how's it going? Getting things started here. And we gotta get the sounds off. Gonna do the chill ride. While we're riding, we're probably gonna be playing around with the stream a little bit, playing with some settings. Get you guys some Zwift sounds here. Alright. Have Zwift sounds coming through to the stream now. Turned down the encoding a bit today. Had some encoding issues yesterday, so we turned it down a little bit. Let's just go ride what? Classic loops and get some riding going here. Alright. So, the mode, what we played with yesterday, and we're going to work on it a little bit at a time today, so we're adding some shadows to stuff, so you see like a little bit of shadow around my camera. See my chat looks a little different. So I'm going to work on, for example, the first one we're going to do is the little T3 sign down at the bottom. We're going to add a new version of that down there. Oh, and we need to open for you guys. And my little chat widget open. So we're gonna click a button and we're gonna transition to a new, you can see when I click this button, the only thing that should change on screen is the T3. So you'll see the difference here. Ready? There, the T3 has a little shadow on it now. So 90s. What's up, man? How's it going? So we're gonna add shadows to the X logo as well. We're gonna get a Team X logo down in the bottom. I'll work on that one next. A little bit smaller. Yeah, one thing we changed on this scene is the blur as well. So the next one we'll work on here is the Team X one. So I'm going to click the button now to transition to a cleaner Team X. There, we've got a little cleaner Team X thing in here. Trying to stay off the bike for a day. Yeah, that's tough. I'm not real motivated today, so I don't have a lot of time to ride, so that's why we're kind of doing a chill ride here. Gonna ride for an hour or so and just kind of take it easy. Gotta turn on some fans here quick. Alright, we got fans going now. Be a little better. Alright. got my own stream coming back at me now, so I can look, see what's going on. The next thing we're going to change is up at the very top of the screen. You'll see like my Twitter stuff up there, my different channel information. So we're going to add a version of that. Copy this and swap it in. And it's swapped in now. How's it look? Got a little black around the letters now, makes the letters pop out a little bit better. So one of the big effects I changed also, turn off studio mode. This blur effect. So if I turn the blur off, this is one thing I changed on my background here. You turn this blur on where it's fading colors on my 3 stripe colors instead of solid lines. We're just chill riding today. Not planning on doing much but riding. We gotta get some music going. I don't have any music going. Alright, here goes music for you guys. Oops. Wrong input. There you go. Now you got it. Might be a little loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, I've got another thing I'm gonna do here. This one's a little more advanced. Try this. Let's try to find this. Alright. Good, man. How are you? I'm good, good. Trying to play with some settings here. Playing with some stream settings. There we go. I think this is it. Put a little bit of a border around this width. A little bit of a border around this Swift game. Yeah, it looks good. I turned down my encoder a little bit. I turned off 2-pass encoding is what I did. I'm adding some shadows to like the T3 and, well, and the big shadows on my video, on my camera. So that little outline's taking a little bit of GPU resources. Can you screen scrape Z-Power? Yeah, Matt, you could. that would be done pretty easily. You could do it one of two ways. You could pull in a browser source directly into your stream, or you could put it on a separate monitor or separate window and like window capture it or monitor capture it. Yeah, I mean, what you would have to do, here I can try to show it maybe. So if we go to Zwift Power here, what you'd have to do, see, this race is going on, I think, right now. You go to the live tab here. There's actually an option at the bottom here, I think, as a pop-up. Pull it as a pop-up. What I would do is I would probably, what I don't like is it doesn't allow you to like select specific columns on this tab, but you could probably screen grab from, what is it, from the, well, I'm not seeing the heart rate here. Oh, I gotta click on the live tab. So on the live tab here, you would have to kind of screen grab from here to here, down through maybe like the top 20, and maybe put it up on your stream somehow. What I'd like to see is them implement like a ticker. Like, could I put some sort of ticker or scrolling set of information through a URL link into my stream? I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, you could, Hipshot, you could write code to scrape it and put it into a text file, and then actually, I think you can also set up a program to scroll from a text file. So you can make your own ticker that way. Just what I'm fighting right now with all of these things is the load that it puts on your PC. You start, like, you get all these cool gadgets, but you can very easily overrun your PC's ability to process all of it. And that's really what I'm running into here. I turned down my encoding a little bit because all of these other effects that I'm putting on screen are taxing the resources. Like, even my chat now, my chat has a little bit of shadow black behind the lettering, and that's being done with a OBS plugin that takes resources. It's the same plugin that's putting the shadow behind me. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ideas out there for things like that. That would be good streamer tools. You know, I'm playing a little bit with the shadow behind me. Yeah. I mean, you can even, I think I'm looking here. You can do text, a text input into OBS. I'm looking at the text input here. You can do a text input into OBS. So I can show you this. You can do a text input from OBS. You can tell it to read from a file. And you can set all that up. And then you can have it scroll. You can do all that stuff. So, I mean, if you can get it to a text file, you can get it into OBS pretty easily. All the national champions info came out today. We have new Zwift national champions for all countries. Gonna be some posts about that, I'm sure. Zwift took a little harder stand on the rider verification. I have no background or no knowledge of why riders were not given their national championship jersey. I just know that a lot more were not awarded their national championship jersey versus previous national championships. So, Poland. Let me see if I can find the link. I'll share it. First, shout out to Francis Kopeck, Francois, from Team Experimental, Switzerland national champ, very deserving national champ. Proud to be a teammate. Proud of him and his efforts. Here we go. So here are our national champs. Morin Muir is a Canadian TT champ. Has a lot of in real life wins and things to back his up. Stephanie Osenbrink. No reason to doubt Stephanie. She's done live events. We've seen her live many times. Her and her husband do a lot on Zwift. For Zwift, I completely trust them. Holden. Don't know him personally, don't know a lot about him, but trust the people that are backing him. I believe there's no concern there. Angela's an awesome lady. I've met her in real life, raced with her at live events. She's a legit competitor. Very happy for her. She came to the national champs to support somebody else. When things didn't work out, she went for it and she got it. Teammate Francois here, big winner, proud of him. I don't know the next two. I don't know the France one. I don't know the Swiss lady or the France lady. We got 2 times here on this guy. Netherlands, and it says as recognized by the KNWU. I don't know what that means. That's maybe a licensing body or something like that. Don't know either one of those guys. Belgium, Lionel Vujesen. He's my boy. Deserving winner for sure. I know this was one of the ones where Lionel's the crown champion, but not the first place finisher in the event. Lionel made a really good post about this that basically says, don't assume cheating if someone didn't get awarded the crown. It could be a licensing issue. It could be an honest calibration problem. I'm unknowing of the rider. It could be many things. please don't jump to conclusions of cheating. Which, good on Lionel. He said it very, very well. I'll actually pull up his post in a little bit and show it. Yeah, he did a great post. Lionel's an awesome dude. I don't know the German guy or the Belgian female. Eva Buchholz is a popular one out there. No reason to doubt this. Interesting, Poland. All riders were unable to provide a valid racing license. That's true for... Like, did nobody from Poland... Is there not a racing... Like, there surely had to be one guy in the race that had a valid license, right? Yeah, Matt, I have no background in those, too. Like, you're right, I think they rolled down to 13th place for the live event. Kroll's legit. What country was Kroll? And was he DQ for some reason? I don't know the Swedish ones either. Denmark, I don't know the man there. I know Louise Hubach. No reason to doubt her. Vidar Mail, don't know much about him other than he's really strong and been around for a while. I don't know his history, and I don't know if he's done any live events, so... the fact that some other riders were DQ'd and Vidar wasn't, I have to trust that he's good. Oh yeah, the e-bike guy, yeah. So, Christian Falk, good champ there. Korea, there was no female. I don't know the male for Korea, nor Japan, male or female. I don't know either one of those. Although the female's a repeat there. But that's the info that was announced, I believe, today. So here's another one of my modified scenes. What you want to call it? The text box for the chat's a little different here than what it used to be. I cleaned up my name tag below me a little bit, so it's not so blocky, and some other things like that. Yeah, there's a lot of countries not represented there. I agree. Hip shot. Yeah, that does seem odd. I didn't ever really go through it and look for who was missing, but I would have to agree that that's missing. Spain, Italy, yeah, those are some popular ones not listed. I added a nice little effect here. If I ever want to hide my race stats, we can do this. We got a nice little effect going on there, right? This will be a fun race. Yeah, interesting, Wheel Matt. I mean, you know, I know like Australia, they do the national champs in Australia opposite season, which makes sense, right? They do it in their winter season. So, you know, that's normal. I would expect that. Looking for Lionel's post. Where did he post that at? Did anybody see the post? I don't know where he posted this post. Gotta look for it. I got sent a link to it, but I don't know where it's actually at. I was gonna read it word for word to you guys, because it was very well said. Lionel says, my statement. I gotta follow him. So he has like an athlete page too. That's why I'm friends with his personal page. So Lionel's statement. First of all, thank you to Zwift community for all the nice messages I got during the last few hours. It really means a lot to me. You rock. On February 24th, Zwift held the annual Zwift National Championships over 17 different countries. In the Belgium race, I ended up second place, scratched behind another really strong rider. At that time, race winners had to submit different sorts of data to validate their Zwift performance and also their setup. Today, Zwift finally released the names of the national championships, and I've been officially awarded the Belgian National Zwift Championship. As a cyclist, I've always dreamed about wearing the tricolor jersey, and Zwift is finally the occasion for me to fulfill this dream. It's definitely not the way I wanted to win, and this jersey will always have a slightly bitter taste, but I will take that and try to be a good ambassador for both my sport and Belgium. In the meantime, I'm asking the community not being too hard on the DQ'd rider. Being DQ'd doesn't necessarily mean you were caught cheating. It can also be something wrong with your setup or a problem with your license. Huge thumbs ups to Zwift for taking the time to do things properly, and I'm sure after the recent British e-racing championship, the future of our sport is bright. So please everyone, be you but cooler and stay turbo. Love the turbo reference. Lots of turbo reference. Gotta love the turbo reference. Can I set up a image to flash? We have a turbo. We have a turbo logo. Sweating a lot. I don't have a big fan on though. checking the stream to see how it looks. You know, Matt, I haven't completely, so let's check them out. You can get my real-time feedback. So what do we want? We want, what is it, Tour of Autopia? Okay, Swift Insider, okay. So we're gonna start here. Tour of Autopia. Road to Ruins. Stage info. Glow in the night. The route starts with gentle climbing toward the Bluebell Fields. Rope bridge beyond. Fireflies, that's not new. Night sky covers the jungle, but the peloton is brighter than ever. So some sort of glowing bikes, everybody on a Tron bike maybe. Something we've never seen before, we're not sure, right? So, yeah, I think that one may be as simple as everybody on Tron bikes. Volcano Circuit. Well, there ain't much exciting there, right? 21 miles on that circuit. Can you imagine them racing this one? Like the guy's going fast on the Volcano Circuit, and we have 2,000 people in the ride. Holy smokes. Can we break the draft? This would literally be, this one's literally going to be a conveyor belt. Okay, so, stage 2 is a trip through Autopia's volcano. Heat waves rise from the lava on both sides of the rocky path. Each arch in this stage has a little something to kick your ride up a notch. Arches every 4K. This is going to be a fast one. They're hinting at power-ups in this one. Arches every 4K, that's the normal volcano arch, so, yeah, nothing, no big hints in that one, right? We're gonna go to Zwift Insider when we're done looking at the official Zwift page here. Jungle Circuit. We already did jungle, right? Stage 1 was jungle. Remix. Stage 3 is a group workout. Oh, okay. Back to the Autopia Ruins. Pushing Watts across the jungle. They tackled John's Mix. That one's brutal, isn't it? What is John's Mix? Oh, that's not too bad. Sprint's in the sweet spot. The short mix is the same thing. Okay. John's Mix, not too bad. Okay. So that's nothing new, right? Going off the workout stuff. Figure 8. Level out, level up. What does that mean? Figure 8 loop, one of my favorites. Go for personal best, various KOMs. Telling you where the segments start. Pleasant surprise at each. Just hinting at power-ups again, right? Just hinting at power-ups still. Got some makeup days. Okay, this one, wait. 2 times. This one's double draft, right? Bringing a whole new climate. The Zwift. A little bit of California, Arizona, Utah. Stage Secrets. This is a new world, right? I think this is a hint at a new course opportunity on Watopia. Against the Clock. $19 miles. High speed action. I think this is TT, right? When they say against the clock, I'm gonna guess it's gonna force you onto TT bikes. My only comment on this one, Zwift, if you're gonna force us onto TT bikes, figure out how to let me use my high-end TT bikes that I paid for. Don't force me on your TT bike. Let me use the TT bike that I paid for. Okay, grand finale, Fire and Ice. Bring it home. Big climbing, the volcano up the Alpe d'Huez Zwift, 1,000 meters of climbing. Went an hour and a half or more. Keep your finger on the camera button. A snowy friend of ours is wandering the mountain. We're talking about the Yeti. He already exists. So, we know about him. Zwift Insider. So not a lot of hints in there. Of new things, I should say. And the exciting part is for us, new game features which the tour will be exhibiting. Those haven't been obvious yet, but we'll get there here. First, we have new event options. See notes under the stage below. Allows events to be run at night. Toys give out helpful power-ups. We run as a TT race. So I think of what they're hinting at here. They're giving you a little more hints. We already saw that, like, okay, we think there's going to be a night mode that's probably got us maybe some new light or new bike features, maybe lit up bikes, glowing bikes, something, Tron bikes. Not sure, but that one seemed pretty clear. There was something new there. The hints at power-ups, what he's hinting at here with power-ups is maybe it's not just normal power-ups, but specific power-ups maybe. Or new power-ups, not sure, but they're hinting at power-ups in each stage, and what he's leading you a little bit more to here is it's something different with power-ups. So my hunch is here, it's either going to be new power-ups, or it's going to be event-controlled power-ups. So it may be everybody gets a helmet, or nobody gets a helmet. You know, you either get a feather or a draft, or so maybe configurable power-ups, maybe. Then the other thing here is a TT race. They do TT races today. That's not new. So is there something new to this style TT race, like being able to use all the TT bikes, or is it just the same old TT style racing that we're used to seeing, and they're just trying to feature it here? And then the most exciting news is the Tempest Fugit flat route, which will be unveiled on or before May 6th. So that's they're flat out saying that is a Watopia flat expansion. Yeah, Matt, I agree with that. It may be that the TT race is what the Norseman was supposed to be, where it's just they turn off the draft and it actually works. And then you can choose any bike. So which one was that? Against the Clock, okay. We're not sure what this will look like exactly, but it looks like new features for TT Race. Bring your flashlights, okay. It will hand out only helpful power-ups, probably the Aero Helmet, Van, and Feather at each arch. So maybe turning off XP. It will increase your odds of getting power-ups during the races. That's good. It'll probably still turn races into everybody's holding the helmet, but you're just more likely to get a helmet. We got the big group workout. Nothing special there. I mean, that exists today. I think they're just trying to show it off. This stage appears to be using something that gives big XP bonuses at each arch. So, on the figure 8, so there was two different stages that reference power-ups. Looks like one is going to be only power-ups, and the other one's going to be only big XP. And this one is talking about the expansion. All it says is it's 11.2 miles with 82 feet of elevation. Flatter than any other route on Zwift. Wow, it's great to have more flat roads, right? But like having no character to the road at all, I don't want to race that. Just miles of 0%. Everybody just sits in and a little attack here and there. They're going to turn on double draft for the stage, which is fine. But if they have double draft races on it, that's awful. And then they talk about the new Against the Clock for TTs. Fire and Ice, nothing fancy there. I don't think. I think Fire and Ice is just what it is. They're talking about this snowy friend of ours wandering the mountain. The Yeti's already there. We already know about him, right? So that's not new. Interesting stuff, though. Still good, interesting stuff. Yeah, Matt, that's good. You got plenty of opportunities to ride it. I did like the old format, though, of like 3 days on, 1 day off kind of thing. Because if you rode them on the first day, they were usually really full events, and that was kind of fun. But yeah, it does give you, with things warming up, it gives you options, right? This. Thanks, Frank Dio.
Every step I take is miles from where we started. I should have never walked away.
See if I can work over the GPU a little bit here.
Believe that I should have seen it.
Super cool right now.
We had another day.
We're gonna send her through the roof here.
All the things that didn't go the way I planned.
Crank it all the way up. We've gained 10 degrees immediately on the GPU.
Feeling that I can't change.
The FPS on stream is holding up. That means there was some overhead left in the GPU. I'm getting good FPS. I think turning off the dual pass encoding might be the trick. I mean, my stream still looks pretty good to me, so I don't think the dual pass encoding is hurting my quality much. Things seem pretty clear still. Might be a tad bit more grainy and less clarity to it. Sure doesn't ruin the experience though. And I think I'm gonna hurt people's experience more if I start overrunning the encoder and losing FPS versus a little blur on the fast moving road, for example. So we're getting up to 77, 78 degrees on the encoder now, on the GPU. Seems to be settling in there. We were at 63. Oh, no problem, Frank. Man, good race. You guys fought hard to get back. Man, we were trying to get Mark Min to get back there too. It was a lot of fun watching you guys. Hey, Westy, what's up? Bike fit question, okay. Go for it, man. Shoot. Yeah, it was actually a fun race to call, Frank, because it got spread out, but there was chases the whole time. There was a catch, you know, mid-race. It was really good to watch. Haha, nice. I'm starting to get some people popping up on there. Some familiar names myself, too. I had a good one yesterday. It was fun. Yeah, I just didn't feel it. I kind of had a little bit maybe of a sore throat this morning. Yeah, man, it was all about that climb, I think, Matt. It was all about that climb. It's that 5-minute power, 6-minute power on London that makes the huge difference. Okay. Funny, Westy, I get the same thing. So I actually have it right now. Right? Can I move my? I can move my. So right here, so it's about even with the back of my cleat. Right in here, it almost feels like there's I always want to look for a rock in my shoe, right? I'm always looking for a rock in my shoe, right at that place. For me. And it's not awful for mine, so I tolerate it, and it's typically only indoors for me, so it may be shoe related. What I would try are insoles. So some different things that I've done with insoles. So let me grab 2 pairs of shoes here. Give me a second. I do think it could be, I think it could be fit related. I do agree. It could be saddle height. It could be cleat position, fore and aft on the shoe, side to side on the shoe, all of that stuff. It could be leg length discrepancies, and it also could be footbed stuff. So one thing that I bought with Hotfoot in the past that helped me was, and it was different shoes were different things. So this insole has and it came with the shoe. These are Pearl Izumis. It has tunable arch support and tunable varus support, which is, so what I did when the outside of my foot was hurting, I raised up the inside of my foot in the insole. So rather than trying to twist my foot, take the pressure off that spot, I brought the insole up on the other side to try to take some of the pressure off of that spot, if that makes sense. So those shoes have insoles in them that are adjustable, as well as my old Specialized footbeds have, they have Varus wedges that go underneath them. In the toe of this shoe, I can't pull them out there. But, so when you said never had issues with Shimano, you changed cleats, right? You didn't just change pedals. You changed cleats. I would suspect it's just a cleat position thing. I would suspect it's a cleat position thing. You don't happen to have a way to can you replicate your old cleat position with the SPDs? What I would look at is trying to make sure that the pedal axle, what I would look at is if there's a way you can figure out where the pedal axle was with the old cleat and where the pedal axle is with the new cleat. Like, if you can clip the pedal in to the cleat where it should have been on the shoe, you know, with your Shimano pedals, and trace the pedal axle, like the exact angle and location, you know, front and back on the shoe, and like you want to set up the cleats to put that pedal axle in the same place. I don't know if it's out or in or forward or back, to be honest with you. I don't know about that. Yeah, and you can also get cleat wedges, right? Where rather than doing it in the insole, you can get a cleat wedge that cocks the shoe on top of the cleat just a tiny bit. It might take, if you don't want to go to a fitter, it might take some experimenting. I gotta tell you, man, my feet were finicky getting them right. I've got, like I just pulled up here, 2 other pairs of shoes that I ride with, and I've got my mountain shoes as well. They don't all fit the same, and I have little niggles, little things that I don't like about every set of shoe. Yeah, a cleat wedge is gonna lay the entire foot over a little bit, and I don't know if that's gonna help or hurt. Yeah, I've never changed saddle height for pedals. Yeah. I struggle with that too, Frank. My most comfy pair of shoes don't work with my Power Meter pedals because they rub on the pedal pods. So we said 3.5 millimeters. That's a little amount, but it's enough. So the stack height on the pedal must be different. What I need to look at is, do the B Pros have a different measured stack height than the standard look pedals? Because I swap, yeah, you could try that pretty easily, Westy. Like on my TT bike, I swap between standard road pedals and the B Pros from time to time. Like if I throw right now the TT bike's hanging on the wall with standard pedals on it, then I throw it on the trainer. Like split the difference, yeah, Frank. Looking to see what I've done this ride. So we've kept it down in the recovery stages, heart rate, power, hour and 5 minutes. We're gonna call it quits here because I gotta be out of the house here in an hour. Grab some lunch, got a busy day. We're back here tomorrow afternoon, gonna do a long ride I think tomorrow afternoon. So it's been good hanging out. We can talk again tomorrow. Westy, I think starting with the saddle height, which is the major change you made. So you were if you were good on the looks with the Faveros, and it bothering you now with the new pedals, I would start with the saddle height for sure. And then if the saddle height doesn't seem to resolve that, then maybe start tweaking cleat placement or looking for a little bit of an insole tweak or something like that. I've heard a lot of good things about the P1s. They'd probably be my next power meter buy. Gosh, what I'm dying for, guys, somebody's got to come out with a mountain power meter, man. Get me a mountain pedal. SPD mountain pedals on a power meter, guys. Come on, somebody wake up and do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with my B Pros. But I would probably go... Hey, Hindi, I would probably go P1s again. Yeah. We're going to host Weebles here. Weebles is riding. Looks like he's doing a workout. You guys can go chat with him. Right, that's exactly my point, Westy. Is when Favero took care of me when I had issues, but I had to ship things to Italy to solve them. I'd rather ship to Madison, Wisconsin than to Italy. And that's essentially why I would go that route the next time. They didn't do me wrong. It was just a nuisance. So, that's really what it comes down to. So, raid's going now, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good Saturday. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Control me. I'll always be lonely. I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. 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 Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. I hope it gets better with time. I let it consume me, I let it control me. I'll always be lonely, I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time.